diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch. Guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it. Others don't.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal-Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Live on air last Monday, 8 days ago now, that you would see a massive push now for police state. That you would see the announcements of government alerts on your cell phones, your home computer, break-ins on radio and TV. I told you that you would see announcements that they want checkpoints at malls and at sports stadiums and on highways. Why? Because they have been preparing at breakneck speed for 9 years, training every police department to deal with improvised explosive devices, IEDs. They have been creating this hysteria. They had secret terror alert systems where they would tell police and military about supposed terror attacks that have been foiled or terror attacks that have been carried out. The feds would blow up a chemical plant, say terrorists did it just to get local cops really scared, but then tell the cops, don't tell anybody, say it was an accident. And cops are going, how does he know that? Folks, come on. You know how many secret documents I get sent? The point is that we are going to lay out right now for you exactly what we're in the middle of and what's happening. It's called the rollout of another degree of martial law. But just like a Richter scale, as I wrote in 1998, martial law is here, and it's a 3 on the Richter scale. We're now at a 7. And it exponentially doubles every level we go up. A 10 is burning cities, mass extermination camps, black uniforms everywhere, the smell of dead flesh. By the way, that happens in Africa in almost every country every year. It happened all over Russia, all over China, all over Europe, all over Latin America. It happens everywhere but in Western society in the last few hundred years. And it still happened here some. Okay, it's the norm. It's what elites do. It's how they behave. It's how corrupt systems of crooks that get control behave. It's always the same. Citizen spies, media control, private property being stolen by the ultra-rich, using hordes of poor people too ignorant to understand what they're doing as their armies. We're facing it again. There is no doubt in my mind, and I am shaken to my core with the responsibility, not of fear, but with the responsibility that I have reaching millions of people right now. Folks, I used to get chills talking about this stuff maybe once a month. I'm getting them every 5 minutes now. The hair on the back of my neck standing up right now. Because this is so real, and I need to move people. I need to wake people up. We need this nightmare to at least start to be reversed. We don't want to go down this road. Please, 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 I beg of you. I beg of people that have been bullies and part of this control freak system who feel secure joining the power structure, buying their brainwashing and their lies. In your gut, if you have any humanity left, I know many of you evil people had good ancestors. You've been twisted and turned over to evil. There is still good in you. There is not anything in this world that I wouldn't do to try to wake you up and have you not be part of this. Now, let me calmly, ahead of Jesse Ventura joining us, let me calmly go over the news. Okay, let me just read to you the headlines. National Emergency Alert System set to launch in New York City to your cell phones and computers, CBS. New Yorkers soon to get emergency cell phone alerts in what Bloomberg calls quantum leap forward. Yeah, I've been in place for 16 years. Senator Franken takes on smartphone apps. Total theater. Saying the companies are doing this illegally. It's Telecommunications Act, Bob. I told you that 3 weeks ago. A week after that, the media admitted it was under government orders. People are like, but that was Bush. No, it was actually Clinton. They're all on the same team. The same bureaucracy is still in control, no matter who comes and goes. These childlike people say, well, Bush wouldn't know that bin Laden was dead and not use that for himself politically. Bush is a front man. It's about the agenda of the elites. They're there to be built up, torn down, leave office, and be built back up again. Bush couldn't have brought bin Laden out because no one would have bought it. That's why the decision was made when the Democrats came out and broke ranks. All the big elitists, the former Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright, Walter Cronkite, at the most elite level of Bohemian Grove, went public. Teresa Heinz Kerry and a bunch of others saying, we know you got him, don't bring him out. So they stuck that ace back in the hole. We forget all that? 2003? Side issue. The media is acting like these companies did all this in unison together. First it was Apple, then Google smartphones, then AT&T, then the Microsoft phones. It's all of them. It's your home telephone. They break into that over digital switches, even if it's on copper. They can access it through a hub switch. 4 detained at videotaping DIA security checkpoint. Now you're a terrorist if you videotape them groping a 1-year-old baby. Amtrak backs Schumer plan for no ride list. It's already in place. Internal passport. Terror alert overload leads to call for new ride list. No ride list. Going to be breaking that down. Now, here are our articles dealing with, because they said they would do it. I remember in the 1980s seeing reports, in the 90s, reading old reports from the 80s, how they wanted all cable boxes to break in with government announcements. How they wanted the EAS system to be in control of all radio and TV to be able to break in. They got it done by 96. This has already been in place. And Federal News Radio, back on February 7th, came out and said FCC presidential emergency alerts to be tested. And he said, coming up in 1 month, the president will start breaking in selectively on radio, TV, and smartphones with EAS. Now, on 9/11, they didn't use EAS because they didn't need to. They already had ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, CNBC. All in line with the script. Within minutes, bin Laden did it. We've got to attack Iraq. Now, because the internet growing so powerful and so fast, they've expanded their grids and all the telecommunications companies, now under the Cybersecurity Act, ISPs with 100 or more customers have to have it. My IT guys, under federal law, if they get this implemented, will have to go get federal licensing and put hubs in, even in my operation. They haven't passed that yet, but they're still implementing it. I mean, this is total control. Not so they can kill the internet. Oh, they'll kill the freedom of it, but take it over. It's not an internet kill switch. It's an internet telecommunications, full spectrum dominance, total takeover, just like the telescreens in the 9,000 locations, barking orders, telling you to be scared. They want to force you to watch them. In the 80s, they said they want to make alarm clocks where they remote control turn on with a shortwave chip in them that picks up a shortwave transmission. And, of course, it'll always be, for hurricanes, tornadoes. And as they roll it out, it'll first be those alerts you don't have a choice with. They'll have examples of, oh, this woman, her phone broke in and told her there was a tornado nearby. She was saved. See how great it is that the feds, with the local threat fusion centers, the local brainwashing, spying, propaganda centers, will then break in over your phone, over your computer, over your cable system, over your AM and FM radio station. And they talked about this in 2003. I was broadcasting out of 1260 AM and filling in for shows there. It's now sports. But I was on that station and also fill in for them, so I was over there, and the engineer's like, look at this, Alex. I heard you talking about it. I didn't believe it. We've been told now the president may start breaking in and other government, and they may just randomly take hours a day, and they were all angry. Didn't happen. See, they put this in place, and they see if you'll accept it, and then they start pushing it. I mean, that is the essence of tyranny. Now, here's our article, February 8th, Obama launches total media takeover system. PrisonPlanet.com, Infowars.com. Here's my video, February 8th, a few months ago, 3 months ago. Obama launches total takeover of media emergency alert system. So as they're getting the feds ready to implement this, the states ready to implement, then they come out with the new alert system. What did I tell you a year ago when they first talked about it would be? Individual tailored announcements. Oh, a gunman was seen in your town. Some guy putting his gun in the back of his car. They shut down the city. Oh, a box is on the side of the road. Take over your phone with the local announcement. I'll have to put up with Art Aceveda and the rest of them if they get away with this, taking over my phone. And they say it won't matter if my phone's even turned off. They're going to turn your phone on and force you to look at government propaganda. That's 1984. At 6 a.m., the telescreen, that's a two-way camera, turns on in his room and says, get up, everyone. She can see everybody in the apartment building that she's talking to over the closed-circuit TV, and she says, you, Winston Smith, touch your toes a little harder. It's government health, like Michelle Obama. Big Brother's going to tell you what to eat, how to exercise. Winston Smith, I'm watching you. These cameras, these phones, all these Bluetooth connections, all these wireless connections, they're two-way devices, and they're propaganda conduits. You're in Walmart. You're in Home Depot. You're in the mall. Telescreens are saying, watch everybody. Don't trust anybody but government. I mean, this is beyond 1984. And so we broke all of that down. Here is the report, April 21st. Steve Watson, Alex Jones. Are you scared yet? Big Sis to beam terror warnings to your iPhone. Facebook, MySpace, Twitter. Taking it over, using every Twitter, every Facebook, every MySpace, commandeering your list, your friends, your family, your network, tailoring messages to them, and giving the local corrupt politicos the power to access it as well. Boss Hogg has now can dial in and listen to your phone, not just Butch Napolitano up there. I mean, this is total propaganda weapon, seizing it. See, it's not enough that the Federal Reserve, it turned out, gave billions and billions of dollars of your tax money and trillions to foreign banks, but billions to MSNBC and thousands of domestic newspapers and other cable networks to put out anti-gun, anti-liberty, pro-open border messages. I'm about to get to high treason in a moment. I mean, the news is so fast and furious now. Now, because you don't believe them and they have such a low approval rating, mainstream media is down at 10%, Congress at 9%, they're falling apart, no one listens to them. They're like, what are we going to do? Well, we have this backup plan to take everything over and put up telescreens everywhere and break into all communications. And they're like,